Hello, you are welcome to I Can Make It. What a joy to be alive. I'm so glad that when we come, every time we always come to share thoughts with you on I Can Make It. I want to let you know it does not matter what you are going through. There is always a way where there seems to be no way. So be in expectation. Believe God for the best. You can make it. Hello, Queen.
Yes.
You are welcome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, I want to read something that we put down here. Nobody really cares if you are miserable. So you may as well be happy. Now nobody is alive to make you happy. So nobody really cares. If you look at it, oh, you have a pity party, oh, why am I going through what I'm going through? This and that is happening to me. And you're talking about, oh, why me? If not you, who else? I want to tell you, every man's problem is his size. No matter what the problem is. Your problem today is your size. For example, I don't have an aircraft. I don't have ship in the harbor. So I don't have problem with ship. Neither do I have a problem with the aircraft. But the man that have an aircraft, he has a problem with his aircraft. And every man's problem is his size. So you can make it. So what am I saying today? Your problem is your size. Hello, Queen.
Yes, sir. You know, I couldn't help smiling when you said you have an aircraft. You know, what just ran to my mind is that means your problem must be an aircraft size.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
So is your, I mean,
if you're thinking about where do you park, government have done this and that. When you are thinking about those, I don't think
so
such
if
things.
you didn't have it, I mean, you wouldn't even bother thinking about it. Wow. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here once again, you know, to share our thoughts with you, to encourage ourselves and tell us that for a fact, in reality, you can make it. I can make it. Now we're talking about pain. We say pain is good. How good is it? But do you know that it makes us go through stress easier? Now, having pain, going through issues, storms, actually teach us how to handle stressful situations. Now, let me just read what we wrote here. Say the things that you must deal with in life can paralyze you and let your feelings and emotions get the best of you. When you think of all the stress and anxiety you must face, you often don't have the strength to get out of bed. However, it's your choice how you respond to your stresses. When these hurtful times come, you learn to manage your stress more effectively. These times of great hurt have a strange way, a very strange way of teaching you to handle the discomfort, but you know how to handle how you feel. I mean, it's almost contradictory. I'm going through pain, I'm going through issues, and yet it's helping me to deal with my stress. You know, this God is wonderful. It is wonderful. You know, it's hard for something to break you. Don't you see if you notice the trees, when the wind, very heavy wind are blowing, you know, most of them don't pull out. The ones that actually survive those storms, they actually bend and then they get back up. They bend and then they still get back and they are still standing. That is what this pain makes you go through. Do you know that stress actually serves as an important purpose to help you respond quickly to threat? When you are stressed up, do you know that it is easy for you to, when there's an issue, you easily respond? You know, because already your senses are at alert. So once you just see something that looks like a threat, you are on alert and you try to avoid danger. But the thing is, bottom line is, stay away from stress as much as you can. So people is their logo. When I say, what's wrong with you? I'm stressed. I'm stressed. It's as if it's a gown.
It's an accusation.
Yes, it's a lifestyle. No, let us stay out of stress. How do we do that? Is it possible to live out of stress? It is very, very possible, because one thing is that if you allow the issues you are going through put you under and you stay under for too long, that's the problem. But how do you overcome this? This is the time to examine your values. What are your life values? What do you believe in? You know, most of us want to claim to be many things we are not. This is the time where that thing you said you are, that thing you believe in comes to play. If you believe that everything will work out for your own good, then it will help to live above these stress levels. You don't put yourself under and stay there. Like as you said, your opening remarks said, nobody cares how miserable you are. So why do you stay there? You get up. Because no matter how long you stay there miserable, life will still keep running. People will still keep giving birth. People will still keep dying. You know, people will keep building house, you know, acquiring things, going to school, learning skills. Their life still continue.
Yeah, continue.
So what are we saying? Don't let the stress get you under. And one thing we must do when we are feeling this low because of what we are going through is try to say no to some things you cannot handle. Don't carry everything. This one comes, you want to take everybody's responsibility. No. Say no to some things. Say no. If you don't try to meet other people's expectations, remember, nobody cares how miserable or happy you are. Really, it doesn't make any difference to how the world is run. So what are we saying? Don't try to live on that. Don't try to live with people's expectations. Don't make another person's expectations come to pass in your own lives. And then set realistic goals. It's possible to overcome stress. Don't set a goal that you can't even see, you can't even imagine in your mental, you can't give a mental picture. Because most of us that have dreams, you would have seen it here. Now, there's some people that want to have their own dreams based on what somebody else saw. That is not your dreams. Set realistic goals. Just set things that you know, and don't put yourself under pressure of getting it. You know, life is a journey you go through step by step. Life is a journey you go through step by step. It is not a do or die affair for me to accomplish what I want to do today. I've accomplished something, is enough, then I'll learn to take another step tomorrow and keep going. What is happening? Progress is going on. I won't say my brother, my own blood brother, my twin brother achieved this under record time. Why can't I? Are you your brother? Do you have the same DNA? No matter how alike you look, no matter how closely knit you are not your brother. And you can be better at what you do at your own timing. So why do we need to stress ourselves? Why?
Okay. Why do you need to stress yourself? Because of what you are thinking about. Now, if you want to overcome stress, check what are the things you are allowed to come into your mind. What are you thinking about? A lot of people take time and they think, and when the stress comes through depression, it comes to your mind because of the things you have set your mind. You are not seeing beyond where you are right now. You are not seeing the bigger picture. What you see is depression. You see, oh, road is blocked, the economy is bad, all of those negative things. Let me tell you, there's a book I wrote some time ago. We call it Living Positive in a Negative World. You can actually live positive. And when you are positive, because life is like a magnet, what you are positive about, that's what you attract. So it's very important. There's something there I want to read here. Now, friends, I want you to say this to yourself. Think about the things that are true. Think about the things that are true. How you can make it. Think about the things that are honest. Think about the things that are right. Think about good things. Think about things that are lovely. Everyone can see that some things are completely good. Think about those things. Dwell on those things. Look at your family. Paint a big picture. You know, let me tell you something. Your life go towards the kind of thought you allow to flow into your heart. Your life go through, your life moved in the direction of the dominant thought. What do you think about the whole day? Oh, are you thinking I cannot make it? Are you thinking things are difficult? Are you thinking about the economy is bad? Why is it only your economy is bad? What about those that are building? What's happening to their economy? What about those that are doing well? What's happening to them? That's the way I think. I wake up in the morning. I don't think I can make it. I think I can. And because I think I can, I can. You see, when you think I can, you find out that everything about your being, everything about you begin to say, okay, we can. By the time you say, I cannot, everything about you begin to work against you. So take thought on the things that are lovely. things that are honest, things that have good report, things that have help. How will you, the part you need to play, you need to take good thought, because your mind goes towards the direction of your dominant thought. As a man thinketh, so he is. So when you lie down there and be feeling pity party, you remember we just said nobody is interested or how miserable you are. Nobody really cares if you are miserable. So you might as well be happy. Nobody really cares. Oh, you say, okay, the government didn't do this. The government didn't do that. This, that. Listen to me. Enough of your complaint. You go and join a political party. Get ready. Go and participate. Let me tell you, there is no future for spectators. I've never seen people that went to watch football. When they finish, then the referee now blow, and they now line everybody up, and they give everybody gold medal. You can shout if you like. Those that will take the gold are those that participate. The day you start participating, that's the day you start seeing the gold. That's the day you start getting the bruises. That's the day you start getting and begin to know. It's easy to complain when you are outside the game. That is why people that commentators score more gold than people that are in the field. They see more. Oh, he would have played it this way. Oh boy, get to the field. Get to the field. So in life, it's not for those that spectate or speculate. It's for those that participate. Listen to me. If you forget every other thing today, don't forget this. Nobody really cares. If you are really miserable, all you need to do, you can as well just be happy. Make yourself happy. Stand up. No matter the pain you are going through, don't dwell on them. Dwell on the negative. Make up your mind. Choose the kind of thought you allow to come and take and rest in your heart. Think about the things that are lovely, that are wonderful, that are honest, that will make you happy. Listen to me. You can make it. Hello,
yes,
Queen. Yeah.
I can make it. You said something here just caught me. Life is not for those who are spectators or who are speculators. Wow. It's for participators.
Yes.
I mean, participate in your life. Participate in your life. And now moving forward, you know, we have to keep moving forward, because life is about moving forward. I can make it about moving forward from where you are.
You're just talking about moving forward.
Yes.
That's the reason why God did not put eye on our back. It does not intend for us to look at two things at the same time.
Yes.
So if you keep focusing on your past, you might as well go back to that same place you were before. And that is not a good place, because you have to go forward. So look forward. And when you go forward, that's why, you know, I want to ask you a question. I don't know. Do you know how to draw? Now, if you were going to draw a human and you want to produce a human being, you know, we kind of security and the things that is happening in our world today, I mean, it would be nice for you to have a good design and put eye on the back. What do you think about it?
That creature will look strange. I think I'll be
because you have seen the one that doesn't have
I'll be afraid of calling down a human being.
But because of security consciousness, how can you just be looking forward? You know, and it's like the back doesn't exist. How can you just be looking forward?
You know, coincidentally, I was telling someone today that if only you know the bigger picture, maybe you relax. Now, since you know someone that knows the bigger picture, you can still relax. It's possible to relax. Yes, you just have to believe and trust in him. So I think God has a reason why he didn't give us eyes at the back, so that we will learn to trust.
Go forward.
Yeah, I'll move ahead. Stop bothering yourself. Just move ahead. There's no other way to go. And learn to pat yourself on the back and say, I can make it. You know, like I was talking about moving ahead. You know, there's something else, pain helps us to achieve. You know, you find out that when you have gone through pain, you especially when it has to do with your loved one, relationships now have new meaning. You know, your relationship with your friends, your family, you tend to cherish them more. Like what I wrote here, you have many relationships in your life that you juggle, including relations with your spouse, your family, friends, and co-workers. While you can't make it in life without people, sometimes these folks can make things quite miserable for you. But what happens when you lose someone that you hold so near and dear? Death is inevitable, but your loss is much more than just their presence. You also lose the dreams and plans that you shared as the future rips them away from you. You know, relationships now have new meaning because of you've gone through some pain. you've gone through issues where you miss someone passed away, not find that you start valuing your loved ones. You place great value on people around you. Those that you see come around you, you place value on them. You see them as precious things that God has left, deposits that God has left for you. And then what do? You make it a duty to make impact in their life. You see, that is where your purpose in life start coming to play. You make sure that you make impact in people's life. You don't just live to just while away time. You don't just live to just appear and disappear. But everybody that comes across you has something fresh to go back with. You know, it's like you are a well of living water just flowing. You give something good. And when you do this, find that you are able to leave great and wonderful memories in people's lives. Why did this happen? Just because you went through stress and pain. Do you know that it's hard for you to value your child when you have not lost or have not had this near experience of losing a child? Once you have had this near experience, I tell you, you will now know that this child, I need to teach this child one or two things about life. You now see the importance of teaching them things so that they'll be ready for what life will bring their way. And then you can value them enough to know that they are important to your life, and you have to put in something. You have to leave something in their life that tomorrow they will not forget. You know, there's something I always do. I always say, my dad tells me this. My dad always says this. My dad does this. My husband will look at me and say, you have this thing about your dad, about you. You know, your dad, like he molded a part of your life. Your part of life is just like part of your dad. Yes, why? He put some deposits in me. He made impacts in my life that I can never forget. What impact are we making in somebody's life? What has the problem, the stress you have gone through, the strife, the pain? So what has it taught you? Has it taught you how to value the other person that God created? Has it taught you to value this life, to know that there is meaning, to know that you have a purpose to life? Have you thought about it? I think that's the thought for us to hold on to and ponder on, because truly we can make it.
You know, as we were just talking, I was just thinking, where now I travel home. Before, when I go home, I'll see my mom, but I go to the same house now. Nobody tells me welcome. Now I go to my dad's house. I went there. Nobody. I always see their graveside. The truth is that the pain has a way of teaching you how to value those that are alive. Now, have you ever imagined that you come home and your loved ones you didn't see? You just come home, maybe you are a woman, and you enter into your house and your husband is no longer there. Or you come in and your wife is no longer there. Just imagine it for a while and let it bring the value that you need to have concerning your partner. I want us to value what we have. You see, it's a fool that thinks that, regret is so painful. I hate regret. Let's make do of what we have now that we have them. Value your friendship, value your loved ones, value your children. You don't need to lose them. I remember when I was younger, maybe I was like 7 years old, I lost my junior sister. Around when I was 13, I lost another one. Wow. Around 10 years, I lost another. A lot, I lost 4 of my siblings. But you know what that thing did to me? I remember, my parents didn't know this. When my mother would give me food to eat, then I will go to the corner where I used to eat with my sister. I'll be crying, I'll be calling her to come and join me to eat. I did it for a long time. I felt pain. I never had a sister growing up. I was always longing to have my sister. I remember the time we spent together. I remember how I lost. With that, it taught me how to take care of my children. And today, my child complains, this, that. I may not have, I don't discuss how much it will cost. What I discuss, can we do it? We can always settle price later. I want you to know, you don't need to lose what you have before you have value for it. Value it while you have it now. And look at the things that are very important in your life. I remember I listed 5 things that are very important in your life. I said, number 1, family. Your family are very important in your life. Value them while you have them now. Because life is not forever. Just like a stage. And nobody take permission from anybody before leaving. Value your family. Number 2, value your friends. Value your friends. Value friends you have. Don't wait until you lose them before you start saying, I don't like tribute. I don't like to write long tribute. But one thing I would do, I value my friend now. And whatever I need to do it now. It's very important you value friendship. Value people that work with you. You don't need to lose them before you start valuing them. You see, pain has a way of teaching us. Your spouse, like I said, just imagine you come back from work and it's not that your wife went out. She's no more. Now, imagine as a woman, you go out, you say the man, my husband, just imagine it's no more. There is pain. It is called a sting of death. It has a sting. And when it comes, I want to let you know, you can make it. It doesn't matter what is happening in your life today. We need to take serious our relationship and don't wait until we lose the thing before we appreciate it. Appreciate everyone, no matter it might be little. It might just be the person's birthday. Show a little kindness. Show care. Show concern. I tell you, you can make it. I want you to have all the best. It doesn't matter what is happening as we continue, as life continue to avail to us, and we begin to walk, no matter the pain that we are going through. Pain always brings out the best. And the bigger your dream, the bigger the pain. The bigger the pain. Look at those that are fighting heavyweight champion. And they get heavyweight blow because they are fighting heavyweight fight. Now, those that are fighting lightweight, they get lightweight fight, lightweight blow. So that's just the way it is. The bigger you are, the bigger the challenges, the bigger the responsibility.
Wow.
You can make it. You can succeed. Don't look down. Look up. That's where your help comes from. I told somebody, if you fall, don't fall down. Fall looking up because your help will come. I don't know if you have any other thing to say before we call it a day today.
Yes, you know, death and grief, they definitely change us one way or the other. So does going through pain that you get from, you know, going through other kind of losses. You may lose property, you may lose a lot of things. There are a lot of things that you can lose. Material things, we lost them too, just as we lose the human. You know, you can work for all your life and you find that just a little mistake, you lose everything. Or maybe, you know, it can come in different ways, but the truth is, once you look up, just as he says, when you remain positive and you focus on God, because he said everything is working together for our own good, for our own good. But the question is, are you for him? Do you really know him? Because it is who knows, is what you know that keeps you, that gives you that strength to move on. So what do you know? What do you know? Just know this, you can make it. If God says you can make it, says it's not the end, it didn't swallow you. You know, that sting of death didn't leave you paralyzed forever. Didn't leave you, you know, didn't make the world to stop going round. Know that you too, the things can still turn for good. So you can make it, I tell you. I can make it, and together we all can move from where we are to a better place. And remember, the troubles don't end. I mean, the troubles don't end. They keep coming, but we can make it. Okay,
trouble don't last forever. So you can make it, you can succeed. Until you see again our next edition, this is Simon and Samantha and Queen saying, you can make it. Bye-bye. God bless you.